All right, so the plan today was to get my car and go to Bear Mountain State Park. Hey, hi Tina. Yeah, Tina wants to participate as well. Say hi. Hello. All right. Getting back. Okay. Hi again. Okay. Enough. Enough. Up. Up. There.
Gina.
Okay, so getting back to it. Today's plan was to get my car, go to Bear Mountain State Park, which is around 1 hour north of New York City, do some hiking. There are some nice hikes out there with a nice view of the river, of the Hudson River, and maybe do a video about hiking when it's very cold, because today is around -6 degrees outside, so it's a pretty cold day. But I got a problem with my car and basically now I'm stuck at home. So I decided to talk about something that is related to that. You actually got to do before you go on a hike, which is preparing some things that you need to carry. I'm Bernardo Marandino, and these are the 5 survival items you should carry with you whenever you go on a trail. Number 1, and arguably the most essential survival item you ever need, is a knife. Well, choosing a knife is a matter of personal taste most of the times, but for survival situations, what you're looking for is a medium-sized knife. I mean, nothing too bulky and big that you gotta carry around like a crazy person carrying a machete on a trail, but you don't want to carry just that small Swiss Army knife as well with that tiny blade. Usually a medium-sized folding knife or even a sheath knife will work just fine for you to carry on trails without being too much to carry around, and still be very useful in an emergency situation to help you get some wood to build a fire, for example, open packages, cut cords. And I guess that even in a situation where you're fighting a bear and you couldn't escape it, I would like to have a knife with me. So yeah, the knives are probably a very essential and critical item for your survival if you are in the wilderness. I usually go for this one over here, which is a Gerber folding knife. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty sturdy. I mean, I could hit this thing on logs or even rocks and it wouldn't just break down. It has some holes on it so I can tie some cord if I need to in that. But it really depends. I mean, if I'm going on bigger trips, then I would probably bring something bigger, such as this cold steel Voyager. A multi-tool such as Leatherman multi-tools are also very useful, but I'm usually a bigger fan of knives just because you can't beat the versatility and the sturdiness of a knife. I mean, those multi-tools, you have several things in the same place, and I don't know, I just don't feel that they could handle as much as a regular knife would. If you can carry the weight, carry both. So we just talked about building a fire, and that brings me to number 2, which is a lighter. And by lighter, any simple thing like this guy over here, the good old lighter, will do the trick. It weighs nothing, it costs nothing, and there's really no reason why you shouldn't carry one with you. When you find yourself in an emergency situation, the last thing you want is having to go all caveman, using the stick to try to build a fire out of nothing, where a lighter that really just fits in your pocket or anywhere in your backpack will do the trick and save you a lot of energy and a lot of time. So yeah, number 2, carry a lighter. And number 3, a flashlight or a headlamp or both. Most of people, they just go out on a trail in the afternoon, right after lunch or whatever, and they don't see the need to bring a flashlight with them because you're just planning on getting back by, I don't know, 4 or 5. But if something happens, you might find yourself stuck out there and you want to have a flashlight with you. I usually carry this guy over here, which is just a regular headlamp. You can just put it around your head. Yeah, it has a few modes. I think there's also these type of things over here, which are just like, these are mostly for camping, but they are actually a battery bank as well that could help you if you run out of battery in your mobile. So yeah, I mean, if you can carry the weight, the additional weight, this is also fairly good. Or yeah, just the good old flashlight. Anyway, these things are fairly small, and just make sure you put one in your backpack independent of the time where you go on the trail. You never know what happens. You might get stuck out there, and these things can save your life. I mean, signaling for emergency so people far away from you can find you and all that kind of good stuff. Number 4, probably a fairly underestimated one, is this guy over here, which is paracord or any other nylon cord. I just put it together in this small thingy here, but when you buy it, it'll actually come in this like a big bundle of it. But yeah, just cut a small piece, put it all together, and again, very portable, very light. I cannot say how many times this thing has saved me already. I mean, from small repairs in your backpack if a strap goes off, to really hanging stuff around, or even building a trap for animals. You can use paracord for anything. Again, it's very cheap. I think that a big bundle of that maybe costs you $5, $10. I usually go for a bright color, especially during the night. If you're hanging around your camp during the night, if you're in the wilderness, you want to be able to see it so you don't hit your head on it or even trip over it and get even in a worse situation than you already are. So purple or orange or I don't know, light green will usually do the trick. Make sure you carry it with you. And at last, but definitely not least, number 5, first aid kit, such as this one. This one is actually a big one, and I usually leave this in my car. But you can just get a smaller one with some basic stuff, some basic anti-inflammatory medicine, bandages, antiseptic spray or powder, and yeah, whatever you're gonna use to help yourself when you get a small cut so your wound won't get infected in those hours that you can't really get back home and clean it up and make sure everything's okay. A lot of people really underestimate this. No one really thinks they're gonna get hurt and they just don't prepare for it. So yeah, make sure you put a few things together, Best Buy, CVS or whatever. They sell these smaller ones as well, you can get them, or just build your own. But make sure you carry some stuff in your backpack to take care of yourself when you're out there. And that's it. Those are the 5 survival items you would want to carry with you whenever you go on a trail or in the wilderness in general. Besides the obvious smartphone with GPS and water and sunscreen and yeah, insect repellent and all that good stuff that everyone already carries with them. So yeah, maybe these 5 items are gonna help you when you find yourself isolated and you need to take care of yourself or take care of someone in your group. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, make sure to click the like button. Let me know in the comment section if you do have other survival items that you think are just as important as these ones. And if you like the type of content, subscribe to the channel. The other videos are probably not gonna be indoors such as this one, but hopefully outdoors. On the next weekend, I'll probably be doing a climb in Mount Washington and I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna share all the details here in this channel as well. And that's it for today. I'm Bernardo Merendino and I'll see you here next time. Bye. Hi, my name is Valentina and I can't believe you haven't subscribed yet. Make sure to click that like button and subscribe. Bye.